Hey, what's up, English 103? My name is Pete Beatty. I'm going to be your teacher for this summer online semester. Bear with me for just a couple minutes here. This is worth watching, but I want to make sure I honor your time by being pretty speedy and not wasting any of it. Okay, so this class is going to teach you foundational skills in academic research and rhetoric. Rhetoric is a fancy way of saying making an argument. The stuff that you learn in this classroom is going to help you do better, more meaningful work during the rest of your time at UA and in the big wide world beyond Tuscaloosa. Yes, there is a world outside of Tuscaloosa. So like I said, my name is Pete Beatty. My email address is pbeatty@ua.edu. You can find it all over the syllabus and the course homepage and just everywhere. I'm easy to find. Part of the reason I'm making this video is to let you know that there's a real human on the other end of your messages and emails. I am here to help. Because this class is asynchronous and online, the best way we can work with each other is via messages, email, or Blackboard. I'm also happy to set up times to have video conferences via Zoom. Work with you, however we can sort of collaborate best. Please don't be shy. Anyway, I've been teaching at UA for about a decade. I have a wife, 2 kids, a dog, 2 cats, and when I'm not teaching, I work on my own creative writing. I published my first novel in 2020, and I got another one kind of most of the way done. So that's pretty fun. Back to what you came for, English 103. All right, so I'm going to encourage you to think of this class as the opposite of DoorDash. Okay, that's a weird concept. It's 2026. Most of you are citizens of Generation Z. We've all used DoorDash or some kind of app to make something happen, right? You sort of hit a button on the phone and a little while later, something happens, right? A car comes to pick you up or somebody brings you your food. Sometimes your food is cold by the time it gets there. That's a drag. That is not how this class works. It's really not how learning works in general. Instead of this being you hit a button, you learn something, what happens instead here is you become the chef. You're going to have to pick out your produce, find a good protein source for the meal, bring everything back to your kitchen, clean it, peel it, prep it, slice it, and dice it, and then you can start cooking. And even once you start cooking, there's plenty of techniques and sort of timing issues you're going to have to work out too. The first year writing program has set up a pretty cool marketplace in this online course built right into the modules that shows you where to find ideas, topics, sources through links. But I want you to know that you can always get creative and go off menu with me. If you want to try something that just doesn't seem to fit in the specific instructions or bring in a source from not the designated databases, hit me up, shoot me a message. We'll work something out. We'll see what we can find that works. Okay. I really want to stress I am interested in progress over perfection. Perfection's boring. You can't really do anything with perfection other than say, wow, it's perfect. What I'm looking for is evidence of sincere effort, sincere brain use, heart use to put your thoughts and feelings into words. When that happens, when I see that evidence, I get really excited and I start handing out good grades. Please don't write what you think I want, write what you want. I'm not a grammar police person, okay? There's a lot of ways to get better at grammar, but having your mistakes highlighted by a stranger isn't really one of them. If you read more, you write more, practice more, you'll get better at it, right? And thankfully, one of the things I can say about advanced technology and writing, some of its impact on our writing is bad and some of it's good. And we now have tools that can help us clean up our grammar pretty effectively at almost no cost in time or money, right? So take advantage of those. But if you read more and you write more, you'll get better at reading and writing, weirdly. That's enough of me freestyling. I want to highlight a couple of really important things about how to succeed in this class. First off, the second you get done with this video, like right away, click back to the main course page on Blackboard and look for the course schedule. It's going to be the second or third thing there. That little guy is going to be your best friend. It tells you what you need to do and when you need to do it by, okay? All the due dates in this class are by 11:59 p.m. on the day listed. Some of the due dates are a little they're like a window, right? A window of time. This class is online and it's asynchronous. That means we never have to go anywhere in person. We never have to get sweaty, walk into our classroom. Great. There's no tests or quizzes or exams. Great. But you cannot do all the work in one big sprint at the beginning or the end. Okay. You have a lot of independence about when you do the sort of like the paper writing, the drafting within a given module. There are 4 modules, right? 4 modules, 4 papers. But there are some elements of the coursework that have to happen in a specific window. For instance, every single module has a discussion and a response, right? That involve you saying something on the board and then responding to peer writing as well, right? Well, you can't do that response until your peers post stuff, and your peers can't respond to you until you post something. So that stuff has to happen in that window. And if you don't do it during the window, there's no makeup, there's no replacement. Sorry about that. The sooner you catch on to that, the better. Okay. The same thing goes for peer review, which is a part of the sort of last week and a half of each module. We're going to post our rough drafts, and you're going to get real live peer feedback on those, in addition to feedback from me. But again, because of the time window thing, it has to happen in this pretty narrow slice of time. Okay. So don't miss out on the points. That stuff can't be done in advance, and it can't be caught up on later. Okay. If you miss the time window, you miss the points. Okay. But good news is this class, if you work slow and steady according to that calendar, it's a relatively casual workload. This is a 100 level class. This isn't a weed out like organic chemistry, right? Just keep an eye on the schedule, read through the module material at the start of each unit to kind of know roughly what the expectations are, right? And turn your stuff in on time. Just so you can't say, I never told you, here is the legwork policy. For the major papers, there are 4. You lose 2.5% of the total points for each project for each full day, each full 24 hours the final draft is overdue. So that means if you were 4 days late, you would lose 10%. So even if your paper was perfect, you're getting a 90. It's probably not going to be perfect. For process work that can be turned in late, some of the sort of brainstorming assignments and things like that, you lose 5% for each full day late. Okay. All right. I'm deactivating my stern dad mode. Okay. But just know some things have to be on time. Like I said, I was deactivating, it's off. I'm excited to work with everybody. I really, really mean it. Please, please, please reach out if you have a question, a curiosity, a comment. Helping you is literally my job, and I like my job. So give me a chance to do it. Here's what's coming up first thing. The number one job for you right now is to read through the welcome letter and all the stuff in that first introduction module, right? You don't need to take notes on it if you're not like super type A. You don't need to load everything into your calendar or your planner or whatever. Just read through it so there's no big shockers, okay? Post to the introduction discussion sometime, now-ish, right? If not today, Tuesday, then shortly thereafter, right, on Wednesday. Find a peer and respond to them, right? And the instructions make it clear exactly what you need to do and what it looks like in terms of word count. By Thursday, you're going to want to write your habits of mind and goal setting journal, right? And that's week 1. 3 things. Post to the introductory discussion, respond to someone else's introduction, and write your habits of mind and goal setting journal. Easy peasy, okay? But that's it. I'm going to stop talking. We're at the 9-minute mark here. I hope this is longer than any communication I ever record for you for the rest of the semester. Thank you for staying with me for 9 minutes. Have fun this semester, work hard, and reach out if there's anything at all I can help with. All right. Peace out. Welcome to summer. Roll Tide.